Hi everyone, and thank you for tuning in again. I'm Jess, 1S, with LuLaRoe Jess Geyer, and today I want to talk to you about the 5 most basic research steps that you need to take before you sign on with LuLaRoe. Because, of course, the more you know, the more you row. First, I want to start off with the costs. What does it take to start a LuLaRoe business? Well, the initial package for your initial inventory order starts at just under $5,000. Now, that does seem like a lot, but just remember that you are selling these items at retail costs and purchasing them at wholesale costs. And if you don't have $5,000 to $6,000 laying around to start this business, don't worry, there are options. I don't have that money saved up. I wish I could say I did, but I'm 23, just out of college, and quite frankly, it's just not something that I've been able to do yet in my life. So I am going to look into options like personal loans, personal lines of credit, or a credit card as ways to finance my business. So I will make another video in the future about those things, so stay tuned for that. I will put a link below this video once that one is available. Step 2 in your LuLaRoe research is space. So 400 pieces of clothing, I still can't really imagine what that is, but I know that you're gonna need a small room or at least a closet or storage solution for these items. If you don't have a lot of extra space, then maybe you have to consider not having people over to your home to do parties and VIP boutiques at your home. Maybe you just have to take it to other hostesses' homes or stay online and doing online pop-up boutiques and just make sure you're photographing your inventory. Personally, I have a small second bedroom in my apartment that I'm going to turn into a home office / Lula room. Step 3 is figuring out how much time it takes and how much time you're willing to invest in growing your LuLaRoe business. So I did some extensive research on this because it is really important in setting realistic goals. I don't want to compare myself to someone who's spending 40 hours a week on this business if I'm only going to spend 5 on it, because my goals won't be realistic, and I want to make sure that I am setting realistic goals so that I can have success and stay motivated to keep moving forward. This job is fun, but it does take work, so that's something important to consider. You're going to need to create a business plan. How are you going to reach your followers? How are you going to get customers? Are you going to use social media? If so, what kind of brand do you want to have? These are all important things to consider before jumping into LuLaRoe, because you really want to know who you want to be and how you want to present yourself once you have your business started. Step number 4, really important, is choosing your sponsor. This is the person who's going to introduce how to be a LuLaRoe consultant to you. They're the people who are going to teach you how to place your initial inventory, tell you what the queue is, and all of these first steps. All of these videos I'm doing, these are things that I've asked my sponsor about, and she's been able to help me create my business plan and move forward with that. Also, an important thing is having a mindset of success. You can't go into this thinking like, well, what if I don't make it? Now, if you don't, LuLaRoe does have a buyback, but you really don't want to go in thinking, I'm going to fail this, because if you do, you probably will. You're not going to be putting forward the right amount of effort to make sure that you achieve. So it's really important that you go into it with a good attitude, thinking like, hey, you know, I'm probably going to make mistakes, but those are just lessons learned, and I'm going to move forward and continue on afterwards, even if I do stumble sometimes. So make sure that you find a sponsor that you trust, that has a good business ethic, and has her goals too. See if her goals and her business plan are similar to what you're interested in doing, then she's probably a really good role model for you. That's really going to determine how much effort they're going to put into your and making sure that you know your why, which, by the way, is also really important. So you need to know your why. You know, knowing your why also helps you keep up your motivation, just like it helps your sponsor keep her motivation. And when you start to face those challenges, it's important to remind yourself what your why is, and it'll help you keep moving forward. Also, your followers want to hear about it. That's how you're going to gain your loyal followers. You really start to think about it, people are going to buy LuLaRoe from you because they like you. you know, they can buy LuLaRoe anywhere, but they come to you for your brand, for what you bring to this process. I'll follow you just to find out how you succeed and if your why changes, which it may. So if mine changes, I will certainly let you know. So after all of these 5 steps, if you're still interested in doing LuLaRoe, that's awesome. You can email me at LuLaRoeJessGeyer@gmail.com to reach out. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. And if you like what you see, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on all of the social media. I have facebook.com/LuLaRoeJessGeyer, instagram.com/LuLaRoeJessGeyer, and youtube.com/LuLaRoeJessGeyer. Just don't forget, Jess is spelled with 1 S. Stay tuned for more updates on the journeys of Jess with LuLaRoe Jess Geyer. Thanks. Bye, guys.